More than 20 lakh students have appeared for NEET 2025 and less than 56,000 of them are going to get a government MBBS medical seat. What's more shocking that if you apply for a private college for an MBBS course, then it's going to cost you nothing short of 1 crore rupees, which needless to say, most of the Indians are not able to pay, especially for college education. Now frustrated and irritated, many of the students are confused. What other options do they have? 99% of people are not aware of any other option other than NEET. So don't worry, here in this video I'm going to talk about exactly this issue, and I'm going to mention that what all options are there in biology and biology related fields. So watch this video till the end because I'm going to talk about the institute that is even bigger and more reputed than IITs for maths students. So hello everyone, this is Soumya Prakash, alumnus of NIISER Bhubaneswar, and this is very serious video, and let's get started. It's very important to know about all the career options that are available related to biology if you are in class 12th and to class 12th. Even if you're thinking to take a drop, be very careful and get to know, get aware, get yourself aware about all these options that you can avail, leverage, go, and which might align with your interests that you are not even aware of as of now. So let's get started and let's see what have we got. Let's first discuss briefly that what are the career options in biology and why is it important to know about that. So the primary question that most of us ask ourselves is what after class 12th? So at this time, like this is the month of June, exams are already over, most of them, and our parents, our friends, our family members continuously keep asking yourself that what is the plan ahead? Or as we say in Hindi, आगे का क्या plan है? This is what most of us get to listen after our exams are over. I was not different. I also get to listen all these questions, and many of times it left me confused and frustrated that what to do. But don't worry, we won't let that happen with you as well because of this video. Okay, so these are some of the options. I'm going to break it down, each and everything for you, that what are the significance of each of the options, what exactly can you do, what are the institute, what are the courses, what is the salary ranges, because parents in most cases, they care about the salary and the packages that you're going to get and the stability, of course. So these are the things that we are also going to discuss about each of the fields that are going to be mentioned in this video. So briefly, I can talk about veterinary sciences, agricultural, basic sciences, and medicine. This is what you already know. Okay, nursing, pharmacy is also here. Let's deep dive into each of the things, as you can see over here in this chart. Okay, starting from veterinary sciences. So veterinary basically deals with the treatment of animals, right? It's very popular, very rewarding sometimes. Okay, of course, less popular than NEET, UG or MBBS, but these are the options or career positions that you can avail. You can become a livestock officer, you can become a bovine officer, or these, most of the cases, these are Group A gazetted job. What does this mean? That this is a top-notch government medical doctor post. Okay, Group A means your pay range is going to be at the level 10 of the pay matrix. Okay, so it means that with the starting level is the highest in the government pay scale matrix, and you will be getting all the perks of Group A gazetted job, right? So it means it's going to be very, very reputed. Competition is very less as compared to NEET. It's in the range of 1 to 2 to 3 lakh students, and the salary that you will be going to get is typical government Group A job salary, okay, which varies from around 70,000-80,000 to 1 or 1.1 lakh rupees. Okay, the courses, basically you'll be doing a BSMS program or a veterinary science diploma courses or BS courses, and the exam that you'll be going to appear is ICAR, right? So this is very rewarding, okay, if you want to get into veterinary, and this has a market of its own. Okay, even if you practice in private, you can make good amount of money if you are a skilled veterinary doctor. Next up is agricultural science. Okay, so what's more important in any country, especially like India, other than agriculture? Like, we all know that India is an agricultural driven country, okay, and we are still in the developing phase. Okay, we lead the world with our agricultural outputs. So definitely there is no dearth and there is no shortage of positions related to agriculture, and henceforth there comes a lots of positions such as agricultural scientist or scientific officer in agriculture related fields. The exams that you will be going to appear in is again ICAR, and these many a times these are government posts. So the salary that you will be getting is around 1 lakh rupees per month. Oh, okay, and the competition that you'll be facing is similar to veterinary but slightly less. So 1 to 1.5 lakh students per year. Do you know what this means? That even if you get, you know, a rank in NEET UG that is not able to fetch your government medical seat, there are chances that if you appear in this ICAR exam, you might get a seat for agricultural science. Okay. Now the question that you might be asking is, what kind of degree we need to pursue? Degree will be BS MS in agricultural science via ICAR. Okay. Again, this gives you access to lots of Group A gazetted jobs. Group A gazetted job, let me tell you, it's very reputed. It has associated with a lot of government perks, and your family, society, and everyone will respect you. Next up, we have pharmaceutical and healthcare industry. This needs no introduction, right? Most of us either have ever been to or currently use pharmaceuticals directly or indirectly in our lives, each and every Indian. Okay, and we are still not yet saturated ourselves. We are still developing, we are still reaching the peak in terms of pharmaceuticals. India is producing more and more success milestones in pharmaceutical and healthcare. Okay, which leads you to courses like B Pharma or D Pharma to become a pharmacist or drug inspector and other things similar to these. Okay, even if you practice in private as a pharmacist, you're going to make good amount of money. Many times we see famous pharmacists around us. Okay, so they have knowledge about all kinds of medicines, diagnostics, and a number of things, right? But the thing is that the competition is moderate and depends on the state where you are in. It's not very fierce, it's not ruthless as compared to NEET, but it's, you know, light to moderate competition, which means if you have done your studies decently, you might have a chance in pharmaceutical studies, right? The exams are BITSAT, WBJE, this is for BITS Pilani, this is for West Bengal, EMSET, GPAT, UPSC, AU, AM, EEE. So depending on where you are geographically, the state, you can check out the exams, okay, and take this as a backup option too, right, if you're not sure about NEET. Now, nursing. So especially for girls, if you want to create an impact, you want to treat lives, you want to save lives, you want to treat patients, okay, without being an actual doctor, so you can pursue nursing. What you can do is military nursing services. This is MNS, very reputed job, sort of stability comes with it as well, good amount of pay, perks, everything, because it's a military related service. Okay, so you can get into MNS or AIMS BSc Nursing. So your salary will be around 50 to 80,000 rupees. Competition will be lesser. Okay, so 3 to 4 lakh students will be appearing for nursing. Future roles are nurse, nursing assistant in government hospitals and private hospitals, and later on you can also become a nursing officer. Okay, so in that case, your pay will also be very, very good. Like it will easily cross around 1 lakh rupees at later point in time if you belong to nursing category. Got it? Now let's talk about basic sciences. So this, you know, option is getting more and more popular these days, and similar to what we have in engineering and medicine, we have a third option, which is the basic science research of India. So it's a very widely known territory. It includes all the R&D sectors, research institutes, BSMS courses in basic sciences such as physics, maths, chemistry, biology. It includes data science, AI, right? And here I'm also going to talk about the institute that I mentioned in the beginning as the, boss of IITs. Okay. So exams are IISER aptitude test to get access to all the IISERs. IISc Bangalore. Okay. NEST is for getting access to NICER Bhubaneswar and CEBS Bombay. UPST is for ISCS, CUET is for all the other state and central government universities for BSc courses. Competition is moderate, around 1 to 2 lakh students appear for IAT and much lesser for NEST and even much lesser than NEST for UPST for IACS Kolkata. The future careers again is very broad. What you can become at later point of time is a professor or a research scientist, scientific officer and a scientific assistant as well. Okay, which means you will be starting your career as a BSc or MSc student. Then afterwards you can pursue PhD or a doctorate degree. You can do research full-fledgedly with adequate amount of fundings, stipends, everything paid. And after that you can become any of these. Of course, you can also switch to industry as a research scientist or engineer, doctor, like that. But the courses that you will be pursuing again is BSMS or integrated MSc PhD courses. So since this is a very broad and huge option, we'll be elaborating this further and see what other options are available for you if you are interested in becoming a scientist. So let's say many of you might dream of becoming an astrophysicist. Okay, if you have a dream of becoming a cosmologist, astrophysicist, astronomer, or anything related to that, let me know in the comments. Okay, so we'll be knowing that you already know or aware of these fields, this arena, and you're passionate about it, right? So what are the courses that you can basically get yourself into to become a scientist or a researcher? Okay, so via IIT, you get BS in IISc Bangalore. So IISc Bangalore is Indian Institute of Science. Okay, world's top-notch institute in terms of citations, very reputed, number one in India and across many countries. Okay, and you get to pursue your BS research degree in many subjects: physics, chemistry, maths, bio, CS, etc. Competition is around 1 to 1.5 lakh students, and the courses at IISER is integrated BSMS. It's a 5 years course. This BS is 4 years courses. Through NEST, you get integrated BSc MSc or integrated MSc course at NICER Bhubaneswar and CEBS Mumbai, Center of Excellence in Basic Sciences. The competition is around 30 to 40,000 people. And the best part is, if you get into any of these institutes, from the first month itself, you are awarded or rewarded a stipend of 5,000 rupees per month. Okay, and there are various other perks: world-class resources, facilities, research groups, peer groups, right? And about these, we have already made detailed videos which you can watch. If you want, we can also put the link in the description or in the I button. But through CUET UG, you get access to lots of central universities such as DU, BHU, JNU, and the competition will be 3 to 4 lakh students. Courses will mostly be BSc or BSc honors in various subjects, which is PCM or zoology, botany. Okay, and through UPST, you get access to IACS Kolkata, another world's famous institute, Asia's oldest research institute in Kolkata. Right, the competition is very less, 2 to 3,000 students, and this year many of the SciAstra students have also been selected for the interview round. So these are the courses for BSc, and if you want to get into research degrees later on in your life after class 12th, right? We'll talk more about the institutes, what do they bring, right? So let's say start with BSc Biology. Let's say you want to proceed into an academic career. So what can you do? You can, after your BSc, you can pursue your MSc through IIT JAM or GATE examination. GATE can also be mentioned over here. And C, you can pursue your MSc in biology or any related field at IITs and ITs, IISERs, or any other top-notch institutes such as IISc Bangalore, TIFR, right? Or integrated MSc PhD courses at IISERs or NICER. This includes MS plus PhD, so it's a 6 years course typically. And other than that, you can also write CUET PG examination for MSc at central universities, similar to what we did for BSc at central universities like JNU, BHU, DU, right? Now, suppose you don't want to continue in academy after your BSc, you say, okay, let's switch to industry, let's do some job, those things. So what you can do is after your BSc, you can slightly upskill yourself and get into industries such as biotech, life science, pharmacological, or become a research assistant in many of the government funded labs such as CSIR labs, right? And let me tell you that both of these options, are going to be in demand worldwide, okay, in the coming time as well. So it's going to sustain, given that you are skilled in whatever you have done and whatever you're going to do, okay. Now, let's see if you want to pursue an academic career. Let's talk about that in detail, okay, because this presents to you with lots of opportunities, okay. So let's say you have done your MSc, you're confused which path to take, okay. So you can pursue PhD in India or abroad, okay. So PhD is a research position, fully funded, stipend, salary, everything. If you want to pursue PhD in India, you can appear for exams like GATE, CSI NET, and get into IITs, NITs, IISER, NISER, GNCSAR. If you know the full form of GNCASR, let me know in the comments. Okay, I want to see how many of you are aware about these institutes. These are very offbeat institutes. Not many people talk about that. Full form and where is it located, right? And how did you get to know about this also? Okay, put down in the comment. I'll check each and every comment. If you want to pursue PhD abroad, such as in USA, Germany, European countries, or Australia, Japan, those places, then you need to prove your English proficiency through TOEFL, IELTS, and subject proficiency, sometimes through GRE, and build your profile and accordingly get selected for funded PhD abroad. Okay, in top research institutes such as like name any top research institutes that you dream of going into in the comment section. Okay, some are MIT, Princeton, Harvard, Oxford, Max Planck. Okay, these are some of the very good institutes. Now, let's say you want to switch to a professional career, means after your MSc you want to switch to a job. So what can you do is, of course, get into teaching in various coaching institutes or industry. Of course, it's a very huge industry, and you get paid a lot sometimes. Pharmaceutical industry, like we have already mentioned, private coaching institute is done. You can get into food and beverage industry as a drug inspector or as a food safety officer. Of course, there are exams of their own, right, which you need to write and qualify, sometimes followed by interviews, but it's they are typically government positions, and you have all the associated perks and salaries with them. You can become an assistant professor. You can get into lecturership by CSIR NET examination. Okay, you can get into ICAR as agriculture or veterinary doctor. You can get into BARC. Let me know what is the full form of BARC. I guess many of you should know this. Okay, why? Because in the previous slides that we mentioned about NISER, it has something to do with BARC. Okay, let me know what is the connection. Okay, and there is some link, some correlation. If you don't know, we'll mention it in the comments, but you should. Food safety officer, I already mentioned. So these are some of the areas you can explore if you want to switch to professional career or jobs. Okay, so these sometimes also involves biotech industry, pharmaceutical industry. Okay, where you can get employed to do drug modeling, drug designing, synthesis, analysis, lots of things. Okay, data-driven analysis as well. But it's a vast field. Okay. Next up is the question that you might be asking yourself and the parents might be asking to you, because we see this kind of questions a lot in the career counseling session that we hold, okay, 3 times a week. I personally talk to all of the students. If you want to join, you have any questions related to your career choices, colleges, academic life, or anything else about life in general, you can join the career counseling call at 5 p.m. on Tuesdays, Thursdays, and Saturdays of every week. The link to register for the call is given in the description. Okay, see you there if you have any question. But the PhD scholars in India, they make every month, okay, 37 to 42,000 rupees depending on which year you are in. Okay, PMRF is special fellowship, Prime Minister Research Fellowship. So if you have access to that, then you get 70 to 80,000 rupees per month. Academic requirements is very easy. You must have completed your MSc degree and qualified any of CSI or JRF or GATE examination. But what about after PhD? Okay, so after PhD means after doctorate. So you can do postdoctorate. Postdoctoral degrees can join various government-funded institutes as well as private organizations as postdoc research position. Right, your pay will be around 50 to 1 lakh rupees because you have good amount of experience in any research field and you're widely respected and renowned. So this is mostly an independent position and you decide your project, you work on it for 1 year or 2 years depending on what is the project, what is the field. But the requirement is that you must have done your PhD or another postdoc degree. Okay, so postdoc can be done one after the another, and after that your profile is very solid and you can apply for a faculty position at any of the IITs, IISER or any institute across India. Right, so let's talk about professorship, how much money you can make. So in government funded institutes, you can get anywhere. Basic pay will be 1,35,000 rupees. It's around that, not exactly this, but associate and professors, as you get promoted through the years, you can make anywhere between 1,60,000 to 2.5 lakh rupees. Okay, and your academic qualification, of course, as we have discussed, PhD must have been done and some years of postdoctorate experience should be there. Okay, if you want to get into reputed institutes like IISERs, IC Bangalore, IITs, so on and so forth. Okay, if you want to not get into professorship, you don't want to teach students, rather you could do research as project associate or technicians in government funded institutes or private labs. Okay, so for that also you need PhDs, sometimes postdoctorate depending on where you are applying, but your pay is very, very good. So 70,000 is the starting, and there is no limit. You can earn depending on your experience and the value you're going to add. Right, now government officials. So this is the picture of Homi Bhabha National Institute. It's in Bombay. NIISER is a part of HBNI. Okay, just to let you know. Government officials in organizations like BARC, CGPDTM, okay, Forensic Science, FSI, they are top-notch post. Okay, your basic pay is 50 to 70,000 rupees, and your monthly salary ranges from 80 to 1.23 lakh rupees. Okay, so see, this is the pay up to 1.7 lakh rupees. Academic requirements is that you must have done your BSc. Okay, these organizations most of the times have their own entrance examinations or sometimes take through GATE or JRF. But, so we have mentioned about BARC, okay, and we have mentioned about NIISER. There is a collaboration between them. Okay, so NIISER comes under BARC, is an association with BARC, and if you have studied from NIISER, done your integrated MSc 5 years course, then you get directly eligible for interview at the BARC, which means you don't have to write the entrance examination, the written test. You can directly sit for the interview, get qualified, of course, and get into BARC as a research scientist or as a scientific officer C. So now the question is, what if you don't want to get into, government institutions, you don't want to teach, you don't want to do postdoctorate, you want to join private sector industry, right? So there are lots of companies such as Cipla, Dr. Reddy, Mankind, Dabur, okay, they are willing to offer you positions of life science consultant, biotech consultant, biologist, an analyst, and lots of things, okay? And your salary can be anywhere between 25,000 to 1 lakh rupees per month. This is the starting salary I'm talking about. Okay, academic qualifications is MSc is a must, and you need to possess some sort of skill that is relevant for these companies. Okay, it can be data analysis, it can be management, okay, sort of, it can be modeling or anything like that. Okay, so that you can apply for these companies and get selected. Now, let's talk about teachers as well. In government schools, okay, based on the qualifications you have, you can get into teaching in lots of government schools across India. Many people do that, and you can make up to 70 to 1 lakh rupees per month. And of course, it's the work-life balance is very, very good in government schools, right? Qualifications is BSc or MSc, BSc or MSc in chemistry, or B.Ed, or exams like TGT or PGT, right? Other than that, if you get into private sector coaching institutes, the pay can be slightly more depending on your experience, credibility, and profile. But you can start with anywhere between 50 to 70,000 rupees per month. Of course, it is based on the qualifications you have, the excellence you possess, the skills you have, and how much coaching sector can pay. Basically, there is no limit to mainly coaching institutes that pays, okay. So completely depends on you. So basically, these are some of the options that you can explore and pursue. Of course, if you like, okay, to do anything like that. And my job was just to let you know, make you aware of what all things that are available in the market, right? So that I don't want to miss out on any of the opportunities just because you were not aware of those things, okay. So it's our moral responsibility to convey to you all these things. And if you face any issues related to anything, okay, related to preparation, you're confused about which career to pursue, which exams to give, okay, what is the future, in any future scope in any of the career choices, you can definitely join the career counseling call that I have already mentioned. The link for that will be in the description box. You can fill that and join the career counseling session, even if you're confused about taking a drop or joining a college. Okay, all sorts of questions we deal with. Don't worry, there are lots of students, right? But I hope that this video has been useful so far. If you also think so, please do not hesitate to put a like and subscribe SciAstra English channel, because this motivates us to make more such content for you guys, right? And we'll be always there to support you in any ways possible. With that, all the very best, everyone.